the spine of the story is an issue that is very, very common in India today. It's supposed to have been done with Dhanush a long time ago, but it never took off.
So you have had beep the profanities.
Yeah, except that now apparently the beep sound is itself controversial. So
a lot of people feel that Balakrishna looks like Selvaraghavan and Wamiqa looks like you, and it's your romance that the film is about.
Selva's having a good laugh about it though, and this is even before I started dating Selva.
The lady director getting a certificate, what is the content in that?
It's not a story like 7G at all. Similarly, it's not a story like Kadal Konde neither.
Welcome to another edition of the Red Carpet. This time we have Gitanjali Selvaraghavan, who is making her debut as an independent director with Maalai Nerathu Mayakkam, which is scripted by her husband Selvaraghavan. Welcome to the show, Gitanjali.
Thank you so much, sir.
For
Thank
this
you so
film.
much.
You have gone all these days. You have worked for this movie. Yeah. How has it come out?
I personally think it's actually come out well, and Selva is happy with the film, which I think is very important. Now I guess it's up to the audience. It's all in their hands for them to tell me how the movies come out.
Did Mr. Selvaraghavan take extra care? You are his wife, and
So I think he took extra care with the script.
But the script he was having for a long time, no?
Yeah, it's a script that he had for a long time, and it's a script that
it was supposed to be made with Dhanush originally.
It's supposed to have been done with Dhanush a long time ago, but it never took off. And but subsequently, when I expressed interest in the script, Selva, after he got past his hesitation to give me a script of his, we actually sat and we collaborated and we made a lot of changes to it because it was something that was done about 6-7 years ago. So we needed to update it. We needed to get it more modern, more in sync with the current trends. So we had to sit and make a few changes, revise it, and of course there were certain aspects of the script that I wanted to approach in a different way. So Selva was very accommodating with those things. He normally isn't one to touch his script unless he believes that it needs any kind of work, but in this case he was actually very, very accommodating. So yeah, I think he has shown a lot more care since it's mine.
Hi darling, எப்படி இருக்க? இவ்வளவு நாளா உனக்காக தான் காத்துட்டு இருந்தேன் தெரியுமா?
என்னடா பண்ற?
லவ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன் மச்சான்.
A lot of people feel that Balakrishna looks like Selvaraghavan and Wamiqa looks like you, and it's your romance that the film is about.
Has absolutely no resemblance to Selva or my real life. I think very, very honestly, the way I styled them it just sort of happened organically. I needed a look for Balakrishna that would suit his face on camera, and that side parting and that beard really worked for him. I mean, he looked he transformed into Prabhu when we made him look that way. And with the glasses again were just a final touch. It was completely unintentional. I did not think that so many people would think that he looks like Selva. As for Wamiqa, again for that character, the character of Manoja, that kind of a hairstyle, that little bindi, that kind of a salwar, everything, it just again sort of just happened that it was not intended to look like either of us. It just kind of happened, and I genuinely did not think that so many people would see a resemblance, because I honestly didn't, but I guess that's a Freudian slip. I don't know.
What is the genre of the movie? Is it a thriller or is it a romance?
It is a drama. It's a drama. It is a romantic drama, you could say. There is romance and love in the heart of the story, but the spine of the story is an issue that is very, very common in India today, especially amongst youngsters. And it's either something that's not talked about or something that's shamed into silence.
So we can expect some kind of controversy?
I think I have tried to portray the issue in the best light that I can.
But your film has got an A certificate?
It has.
And a lady director getting an A certificate, what is the content in that?
Like I said, I cannot reveal the content because I would be giving away the story. But
there is something sensational, something.
There is something sensitive. I don't know if it's sensational, but it's definitely something sensitive, and it is something that can either be taken in a very in a very broad-minded, very positive way. Like if you want to take the message that I'm trying to convey to you, then it is a movie that you'll really like. But if you want to watch the movie with blinkers on, then it can, I suppose, offend.
So you can offend somebody in the society with this movie?
I think I can, but it's not my intention to offend at all. In fact, it's just I want to convey a very important message through it. But today's trend, a lot of it's very difficult to try and say what's on your mind without people misconstruing it and making an issue out of nothing.
Okay. But there are rumors making the round that this is normally Selvaraghavan films are a little bit anti-women, but this is anti-men. How far is it true?
I wouldn't say it's anti-men per se. I am of a very strong belief that I don't believe in any kind of ism or ist. So whether it's feminism or male chauvinism, I believe that they're both different faces of the same coin. So I don't believe in either. I think that I've told a story and my characters are very, very real characters. My hero, there will be times when you feel sorry for him, there will be times when you want to slap him. Similarly, my heroine, there are times when you think she is the silliest girl in the world, and other times when you can actually feel for her and you can feel her pain and her frustration. But I think they're very real characters, and when it comes to real people, you either love them or you hate them.
Okay, any inspirations from any cinema, any world cinema?
Nothing really. I mean, it is genuinely a story about just two people and their lives, two people from different social backgrounds coming together in life, and the journey that their life takes and the way things unfold, incidences unfold to change their lives. And it is based on things that are happening today
in the society,
in our society,
okay.
In Indian society. I'm not even going to talk about Tamil society, I'm going to talk about Indian society, and the topics that we've raised are issues in India today. Like I said, it's something that happens in most households. It's just that people are either shamed into silence or just feel it's not important enough to talk.
Is it the content of the film that forced the censors to give you an A certificate, or is it a particular scene?
It was just a couple of scenes. There's a little bit of profanity that we've had to mute, which we have muted.
So you have had beep the profanities.
Yeah, except that now apparently the beep sound is itself controversial. So we've tried to cover it up. So there is a fair bit of profanity, but that's again, like I said, it's again a very realistic kind of profanity. You are angry, you are upset, you do tend to say things and use words that you don't mean to, and you feel really bad about it the next day. So those are the kind of dialogues that I've had in the film, and those are the kind of dialogues I've had to mute. And that's probably one of the reasons why I've been given an A certificate. But again, like I said, I trust the censor and their judgment. I'm not going to question them. So I have to give them.
But an A certificate at the end of the day may work for the film at the box office. Like recently, Trisha Illa Nayanthara also, it worked very well for the film. What are your comments on the?
See, I think you had also rightly pointed out that there will be a curiosity factor that brings in the audience with the A certificate. What I'm scared about is I don't want audience to go back home and say, hey, actually there wasn't anything much in the movie for them to get an A certificate. As long as I don't get that reaction, I'm okay. Maalai Nerathu Mayakkam.
Tell me about the new boy Balakrishna and
Wamiqa. So they've actually been really lovely kids to work with. Balakrishna is very dedicated, very hardworking, and he genuinely is as innocent as he is going to appear in the movie. He is a very innocent, very sweet boy, very, very dedicated and hardworking. And Wamiqa is a bundle of talent. When you meet her, she's just such a bubbly, lively, happy person. You would not think that this girl has so much depth in her performance that she could possibly have so much depth.
Where did you find her?
So we actually went through almost 30 to 40 girls before we found her, and we found her like the night before we were going to start shooting. And like the night before we were officially supposed to start rolling, we still did not have a heroine. And so we flew her down night over night and screen tested her, and she was the first person whom I felt looked okay. This is the girl's name was Manoja in the film, and she was the first girl who actually looked like Manoja.
Oh, okay.
Not just looked like Manoja, she felt like Manoja. Because when I saw her in person again, like I said, I did not think that she'd be able to act, or I thought she was just going to be another pretty face. Till she got in front of the camera and then she started saying her dialogues, and I was floored. I was completely floored.
Oh, she could say her dialogues in Tamil.
She can't speak Tamil to save her life, but she worked so hard to learn her dialogues and say them. I mean, honestly, while dubbing, Deepa Venkat has given the voice for Wamiqa, and even Deepa was so impressed with how well the girl has actually managed to say her Tamil dialogues.
Do you think she'll go places after this film? Because Selvaraghavan heroines have always...
100%. This girl is... I mean, if she plays her cards right and she selects the right scripts, she is definitely going to go places. She's had a Telugu release a few days ago, and that movie is done really, really, really well, and she's come to a lot of critical acclaim over there as well. So I'm very, very confident that this girl's going to have a very bright future. She can dance, she can act, she looks good, so she ticks all the boxes.
Okay. And this music of the film is also making waves.
Amrit, he's done a fabulous job. I think most of the songs on first listening itself, I mean on the first listen, they were okayed. So which I thought were, then after of
Who
course
wrote the lyrics for the songs?
So Amrit has written the lyrics for all the songs except for one song called Yennode, which lyricist Vivek has done, and he's done that's again a beautiful song. But all the rest of the lyrics, all the songs Amrit has done.
What's your favorite song in the album?
My favorite song in the album would be Yennode, like I said, and
that's a hit song.
That's a hit song, as well as the song Murasaya. I think it's called Yeno Maunam. I think these are my two favorites in the film.
Okay. Like in all Selva films, how was your picturization? Because he must have given you some tips on the picturization.
So, I think this is the one song that Selva had absolutely nothing to say about was Sarak, which is the Tasmak Kutha song, because he was like, I have absolutely no advice to give you on this. You just go shoot it. I do not like shooting songs like that, and I have never shot a song like that for any of my movies. So you want this song, you go shoot it. So it was really fun shooting that with Kalyan Master, and Kalyan Master was also really excited because while it's a Selvaraghavan script, Selva's never ever been okay with songs like this, and Kalyan Master had complete freedom to go crazy with the shots and everything, and that was great fun. The other songs honestly were all montage songs. So that makes it easy. I mean, I knew we actually did not know where any of the songs we were going to place them. We just knew that these are the montages that we are going to be shooting, and it's only on the edit table that we decided that these songs are going to come here.
So you've taken all new people, even in the technical side of the film. And the cameraman? So,
from the technical side, though they're all new people, we've all known each other for more than 5 years.
It becomes fascinating that all the assistants of Selva's team.
So it felt really great because be it the assistant directors who were working on the movie or the technicians who were working on the movie, the technicians' assistants are all people, like we've all sort of grown up in the Selvaraghavan school together. So it was actually great.
They were all part of the Selva school.
Yeah, they were all part of the Selva school, and that was actually amazing because I remember 5 years back, the exact same lot of us sitting around after a shoot with Selva. And this is even before I started dating Selva, and all of us, sitting around and chatting and talking about how our first film, first movie, we're all doing it together, man, and everything. And then it was actually quite a moving. Actually, it was a very sentimental moment for all of us when we were sitting on stage for the press meet of Maalai Nerathu Mayakkam. And to actually think, oh my God, I can't believe that 5 years down the line we've actually achieved what we set out to. So that was actually quite an amazing feeling.
And is there any resemblance to earlier Selva films in this? Is there a
See,
throwback to earlier Selva movies?
I don't think so. See, I think a lot of people are expecting this to be another 7G.
Yeah,
in
that's what
terms
a lot of
the
people,
romance.
there are rumors that 7G.
Yeah, it's not a story like 7G at all. Similarly, it's not a story like Kadal Konde neither. It's definitely not a Mayakkam. This is just, it is a completely different genre.
This is an
on
all
its own.
new,
This
different
is an
story.
all new, completely different Selva story. Like I said again, it's a story that has grown with Selva over the last 5 years. Selva, who wrote it 6 years ago, is a very different man. And I think his own sensibilities have changed over the last 6 years. And you'll see that kind of in these characters, you'll see a certain evolution that I mean, if you take, starting from Vinod to Kadir to Karthik Subramaniam, I think when you see the graph of how characters have evolved, you'll find that Prabhu again is a very, very different character that Selva has etched. Very sensitively done, very beautifully done.
Lady directors who have debuted, they have not been very, very successful. What do you attribute that to?
I think that it's just coincidence. I think that, some films work for some people and some films just don't. I don't think it has anything to do with the fact that they're lady directors. Again, like I said, it's a big gamble always to make a movie. I'm actually running a fever. I'm so scared. Selva's having a good laugh about it though.
Yeah.
He's usually the one who's stressed out and panicking before a release, and I'm the one telling him, hey, it'll be okay, ma, don't worry, everything is fine. Now I understand everything's not going to be fine. It is release time and it is a very, very stressful time, and I am shaken.
And let's hope the film becomes a big hit.
Thank you so much,
and
sir.
all the best.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.